interesting, man. When you start talking about football in the divisional round, this is when it gets scary. That means in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, there ain't no more football. So what are the degenerates like you gonna do with yourself? Talent.
I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to go jump off a cliff or something because I can't live without this sport. I love it. You know, it's part of me. It's always going to be part of me. You know, I need to go buy me an NFL football just to go and play some flag football probably. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to just live through the draft until some mini camps start. I don't know.
He's going to live vicariously through NCAA college football like all the flags.
Exactly. Get on some Madden. Get on some NCAA. What
live vicariously through video games.
Fix. I need that fix. I need my football.
You know what? This is a crazy thing. Imagine we're fed football from we're young. You become an adult. You still fiend for football. Football's like a drug, man.
It's part of your life, man. I mean, it's part of you. What do you want people to do? It's part of their lives.
How is it part of your life? It has nothing to do with you.
It has everything to do with you. What are you talking about?
Imagine something that has nothing to do with you has everything to do with you.
It has everything to do with you.
Has nothing to do with you, though.
About football.
The game will go on whether or not you watch or not.
The game's going to go on if anybody watches or not, but that's not the case. The case is people love football. They watch it. They go coach it. They do whatever they need to do to get that fix for their football.
All right, let's go ahead and talk about the next two games we have. The Saints at the 49ers in the 4:30 game, Saturday, January 14th. I like the Saints. I'm not a Niners guy. I know everybody else in the building love the Niners. And I'm going to keep it real. In the playoffs, defense normally wins. I love the Niners defense. They got to have the best defense in the playoffs right now. But because of the rules, the way the NFL is set up, I think quarterbacking make all the difference. And I tell you this, man, I don't think it's go any better than Drew Brees. Go ahead. Thanks again for blocking me out, the Niner fans. It's all good. You know I had to go against the Niners. But come on, that's Drew Brees. It's not like that's not a shock value pick. You can't call that shock value pick because what's the line on that game?
I think it's like 4.5 or something like that.
Who's favorite?
Turn me up.
Saints are favorite, exactly. So how can I be shock value by taking the favorite? Come on, man. Ain't you favorite on the road? That might be a blowout.
Are you done yet?
That might be a blowout.
Are you done?
Niners about to get blown out of here.
Are you done? I mean,
that's a blowout.
I'm going to go ahead and go with my pick now. Obviously, I'm a 49er fan. So
come on, keep it real.
I'm going to go ahead and take the 49ers. I'm going to go
okay.
with my team here.
Now,
and I'm going to give you valid reasons why I'm taking the 49ers. Okay, you remember what happened to Drew Brees last year when he went to Seattle and he went outdoors? You see what happened to those New Orleans Saints that were supposed to go blow out that 7-9 Seattle team, going up against a way better defense and a way better run game? This is what's going to happen this week, but it's going to be 10 times worse. We bringing it. Aldon Smith, Justice Smith, Patrick Williams. That secondary, Pro Bowls everywhere. We making plays. We running the ball. Alex Smith is going to have a game like A.J. McCarron did. He's going to light it up. We're going to throw the ball in that sorry secondary who thinks they're good, but we're going to prove to them. We averaging 30 points at the house. So we do it at the house, at home. So, for all those reasons, I'm going to take the 49ers.
All right, let's go ahead and
bringing the drama.
Let's go ahead and
We're
go
not
into
STDing like the boy, like my man Paulie D said on Jersey Shore last night. We're not stopping the drama. We bringing the drama.
Spectator sport.
Let's go ahead and talk about the next game. The game that matters to this guy over here. Denver Broncos at the 13-3 New England Patriots. I gotta go with Tom.
Fourth quarter.
Just for me, Tom. Too much Tom Brady.
You have to tell us why you're going with Tom.
Okay,
why are you going with Tom?
I'm taking New England because too much Gronkowski, too much Aaron Hernandez, too much Tom Brady, too much New England offense. I just think New England offense, the rate that they score at, I don't think Tebow is going to be able to keep up.
Thought I wouldn't make it.
I mean, last week I did, go out on a limb and go pick Timothy Richard Tebow against the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I'm doing it again. And I'm telling you how Tebow's going to win this game. It's going to be a shootout.
Thought I
He's going
wouldn't
against the
make it,
great
now I'm
Tom
winning
Brady,
Timothy
and they're
Tebow.
going to have
Thought
a
I
shootout.
wouldn't make it,
Defense
now
is
I'm
going to be
winning
irrelevant
Timothy
in this
Tebow.
game, and
Fourth
Tebow's
quarter,
going
I'm
to be
back.
running, passing, throwing, and he's going to get the ball last with a minute to go, and he's going to take that ball down the field, shove it down their throats, and bye-bye Tom Brady bounced out again for the 4th year in a row.
Spectator
Tebow.
Thought I wouldn't make it, now I'm winning Timothy Tebow. Thought I wouldn't make it, now I'm winning Timothy Tebow. Fourth quarter, I'm back.
Next game, we have the Houston Texans at the Baltimore Ravens. I'm going to have to go with the... I like the Ravens, but you know what? I'm actually gonna pick the Texans. I'll take it back. I'm gonna take the Texans.
Flip flopper?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a reason
God
why.
just told me Ray Lewis is the greatest guy that's
Yeah,
played the game,
no,
and
I
he's
say
a god and all this other stuff.
No,
Now
no.
he's taking the Texans.
Listen, I'm
With
taking
a
the
young
Texans.
quarterback and TJ Yates. So why is this guy doing
Let me
this?
give you my reasons. I like that running game, man. I just think Arian Foster is such a difference maker in the running game. He's going to protect that run quarterback. And I just think the Ravens have showed that they're susceptible in the running game. And when you get Ray Lewis out on the edges where he has to run, and you got an agile guy like Foster, it could definitely be an issue. So I'm taking the Texans, man. I love that running game, especially with Ben Tate backing them up. Oh, forget it, man. Them boys is coming.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to take the Texans. I'm going to take the Ravens. And the only reason why, I have a little bit more faith in Joe Flacco than I do a young quarterback at TJ Yates, a guy in Joe Flacco who's proven he's a winner. He won the playoffs. He wins in the regular season. And with Ray Rice, going to be pounding that ball against that Texans tough defense, I think they're going to be able to, slip Torrey Smith and some of those, Anquan Bolden, some of those guys out in that secondary and with some play-action fakes. And I'm going to take Joe Flacco because he's the more experienced quarterback. Respectively, I think they both have good defenses. But, with the pass rush going against that young quarterback, I'm going to take the Ravens.
Okay. Isn't it funny and ironic how when you don't have any fantasy implications in a game, your viewpoints change? Like, you can actually look at football objectively. Like, Ray Rice is a 1,300-yard back. And I like Ray Rice, don't get him mistaken. But I just think I think Foster's really going to be the difference maker. Like I said, a guy like Flacco, I can't co-sign Flacco, man. That's why I had to go away from him. I just don't like Flacco.
Arian Foster's not going to run the ball up and down the field in the Ravens. Just get that out your head right now. So at the end of the day, it's going to come down who can throw the ball. I understand they do have Andre Johnson. I would take Andre Johnson over any receiver with the Baltimore Ravens. But at the end of the day, can TJ Yates handle that pressure with Terrell Suggs and those guys blitzing and coming up the middle at him? I'm not going to put my trust in TJ Yates. I will put my trust in Joe Flacco because he's done it before.
Like I say, if Houston's not able to run the ball, they're not going to win the game. So I'm putting my trust that they are going to be able to run the ball. I expect them to be able to run the ball. The number one running game. The number one running game in America, I expect them to be able to run the game.
Well, they're not the number one running attack in the NFL, so just calm down there. That goes to one Timothy Richard Tebow on the Denver Broncos. So let me go ahead and correct you on that one. Let's
go ahead and talk about the next game. The New York Football Giants at the Green Bay Packers.
AKA, I hate Eli Manning still.
Since this guy hate Eli so much, I'm going to have to go against Eli. I'm going to go with the Packers. Too much Aaron Rodgers. This guy's the MVP of the league. 4,643 yards, 45 touchdowns. Jordy Nelson with over 1,200 yards as your third receiver. Unbelievable. 15 touchdowns. Imagine that. Your third receiver have 15 touchdowns. Crazy.
Who's the third receiver?
Jordy.
Jordy's not the third receiver. He's the second receiver.
No. Jordy, throughout the year, it was...
Jordy's the number 2. Whoever says Jordy's the number 3, no, that's not true.
Jordy himself will tell you he wasn't number 2.
He is number 2. Who's number 2 besides Jordy?
Listen, this was their depth chart for your information. It was Jennings, Driver, Jordy, and then James Jones.
Driver's like the 4th receiver. I don't know where you get that information from, but is that your pick, the Green Bay Packers?
I got Green Bay all day.
Nah, let me tell you something here. I'm going to pick the Packers in this game, but let me tell you why the Giants should win this game. And why I would pick the Giants if Eli Manning was
Imagine
not
that
on the
logic.
team. Okay?
This guy's picking somebody else. He's going to tell you why my pick is no good.
Let me tell you why.
Tell me why your pick sucks.
The only reason why I would not pick the Giants is because of Eli Manning, because I hate him so much and I don't want him to win or go anywhere. So, but one reason why I would pick the Giants in this game if Eli Manning was not the quarterback, they have a better pass rush, they have a better secondary, they have a better running game, and they have a better receiving core. Okay? And with all that, versus the Packers, who they don't have a great running game at all, and their receivers are good, but I think with the pass rush getting to Rodgers and that pressure that's going to be on him, I think that's going to make a whole heck of a lot of difference. They can't run the ball that well. So, and that, that's why I would pick the Giants, but Eli Manning's a quarterback, so I can't pick the Giants. I got to pick Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. Plain and simple.
So you just told me why you suck as a picking of a game.
I don't suck. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you why I have to pick the Packers over the Giants because of Eli Manning. But I gave you reasons why the Giants will win the football game. But I'm picking the Packers to win the football game.
Great picks.
It's kind of crazy, but you know what I mean? I hate Eli Manning. You just don't understand. He cost me money.
Cortex, how much time we got left in the big show? Yeah.
Help me heal the world. Help me feed all the little boys and girls. If you agree and you're with me, say we hear you. We hear you.
Descendants of warriors, first independence.
Folks, it's the day after the 2-year anniversary of the disastrous earthquake that killed over 316,000 people and displaced over 1.5 million in this impoverished country of over 10 million. More than 500,000 are still in temporary settlement camps as Haiti struggles with a reconstruction effort that has been thwarted by a messy election, political paralysis, and the absence of aid and coordination. So basically, after 2 years after this just unspeakable disaster, the people of Haiti still hurts. We just want to say to all the people, to everybody that has someone that was affected by that earthquake, our thoughts are with you and our prayers are with you. We can rebuild. We will rebuild. Props to all the fighters out there. Poor people struggle. We understand poor people struggle. Okay, and folks, we want to thank you again. We got one other segment. Let's talk about our You a Fool before we end it. This is our You a Fool.
You a Fool.
Talon, give me a You a Fool before we end the show, kid.
Man, I got Wiz Khalifa, man. Wiz Khalifa is just, you a fool because you got this woman, you're cuffing her, Amber Rose, you're doing movies with her, you're parading her around like she wasn't a stripper.
So he's a fool because of his
Kanye
relationship?
beating her back out, and then you on your records talking about how you ain't doing nothing for women and how these hoes can't do nothing for you, and you're dating a former stripper who got put on by my man Kanye and taken to fashion shows, and she's the person who she is now because of Kanye, and you running around with this heifer. You a fool for that, nigga. Get away. Waka Flocka said you ain't got no swag, but that ain't got nothing to do with me because I don't use the word swag. I don't use that term, but you a bum because what you doing with Amber Rose, let the team have her. They want her. Trust me, they do. She's fine. I ain't gonna take that away from her. She's fine. But come on, you a fool, son. I mean, you can't say one thing in your records and then you cuffing a stripper.
Didn't he have beef with like Snoop? He's a fool.
No, it was Waka
Wasn't they just
Flocka.
on tour?
No, it wasn't Snoop. It was Waka Flocka. I messed up when we were talking about that earlier. I thought it was Snoop. No, Snoop was trying to end the beef between the two. But Wiz Khalifa said they ain't got no beef, which I guess that's what come on. The man said you had no swag. I mean, come on. The man talking, he disrespecting you. I mean, don't say you ain't, like you friends with the fool. I ain't say you got to start nothing with him, but come on. The man said you ain't got no swag, so there's something there.
My You a Fool is for all y'all fools out there who think that Drake is on top of the rap game right now because my boy Common killed him. Spectator sport, baby.
Yeah, he's not killing $25 million.
What did he say again about him? He said something like ridiculous about what? He's like, You sweet or something, but you know what? I digress. I don't want to go there. You know what? Sugar and whatever you got in your tanks over there, it's your business.
He's doing $1 million deals at the Polo Lounge. I don't think he really cares what Common has to say about him. This is just my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's the truth. Cortex, you over there laughing. Wow, my man said, I'm doing $1 million deals in the Polo Lounge. I mean, I'm just saying, I don't think he really worried about what Common got to say. Making $25 million in a year and Grammy nominations, album going platinum. Who really cares what Common has to say? Yeah, he did go at him. He go hard at him, but Drake went hard at him too. He just had the last word so far. But Drake will come back at that individual. I ain't going to say it.
Follow us on Twitter, folks. Spectator Sport, the #1, at FUK Josh, at Holland Juggle on Twitter. Follow us on Facebook. Please, folks, tune into the show at Blog Talk, www.blogtalkradio.com/Spectator Sport. We tuning right now, folks. Thanks again.
AKA, I still hate Eli Manning. Break a leg, literally.
Done.